The magic of Christmas. Let's discuss the magic of Christmas, from the magic of Santa to the warm and fuzzy feeling that Christmas brings. The fact that everyone, from the humble bin men to office workers, everyone tends to slow down at Christmas. Even hospital staff go onto a skeleton crew to allow people to spend more time with the ones that they love. Christmas is an inherently magical time of the year. But here at Real World Magic, you know we go further. Welcome back to Real World Magic, where we make your life more magical. My name is Neil Trigger, I'm going to be your magical host, and today we're discussing the magic of Christmas. From Santa flying through the sky on a sleigh pulled by 8 magical reindeer, or 9 if you include Rudolph, to zipping down the chimney when he's carrying a few too many mince pies, if you know what I mean. Christmas is magical, and you know that that's true. You can feel it in your bones. On Christmas Eve, you get tingles down your neck, and it's not just the anticipation of gifts. If you have kids, the magic is even greater. And if you're a kid yourself, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Christmas morning is the one day of the year that teenagers don't grunt at you when you try to wake them up at 11 a.m, because they're bounding down the stairs at 2 a.m. to see what they've got for Christmas. There's something magical about Christmas. So what is it? You'll know if you've seen this channel before that rapport within the field of psychology plays a big part in my philosophy, and that if you want to make a connection with someone, then you need to use rapport. But for those of you who haven't seen any of my previous videos, like this one about how to get real magical powers, I'll explain the idea. Rapport is the state of mind in which you and at least one other person can communicate very deeply with a sense of connection and empathy. It allows for a feeling of oneness and that you understand one another. In an interview situation, rapport is very powerful as a tool to use to get a sense of connection with one person or perhaps a small panel of people. With Christmas magic, however, the first stage of that Christmas magic is to gain rapport with others. And at Christmas, as you get closer to the big day especially, you'll find more and more people, like-minded people, who want to get into rapport with you. Perhaps it's no coincidence that if you're like someone else, you use the word like. It's easy to like people who are like you. Why, if you recognise traits in others that you know exist within yourself, would you dislike them? Well, you wouldn't. So here's the first lesson. Magic, and especially Christmas magic, starts with rapport. You wear a Christmas hat or a Christmas jumper out in public, like this stupid one. You see someone else wearing the same. What do you feel? You might smile, you might wave, you may even say something like hello, which you'd never dream of saying during the rest of the year. On Saturday I went to the Christmas market in Bath in the UK wearing a flashing Christmas jumper. Several people commented on my jumper, and every one of them was wearing their own Christmassy attire. Now, I've been to Bath many times at other times of the year, and nobody has ever spoken to me unless I already knew them or they were serving me, like food or drink or whatever. Christmas magic starts when rapport is gained with other random people, because we all feel the same in the same group. Sectarianism and tribe culture that you see at competitive football matches or the head-down culture of big cities breaks down at Christmas because people are much happier to show that they're just out for some fun, and they display their fun side outwardly. They wear silly hats or Christmas puddings or turkeys or lights that flash and scarves with snowmen on them or jumpers like this silly one, or maybe reindeer poking out of them or antlers or flashing red noses, Christmas tree earrings. The list is endless, all of which I saw yesterday. People in shops smile more because they know they're getting paid more or that they're due some time off. But it's more than that. They feel connected to a world that they normally wouldn't have access to at any other time of the year. Now, this is a powerful message to people. If you want to make the world a happier place, a better place for everyone, then yes, try to keep Christmas alive every day. But you won't be able to do it unless everyone else does it too. Because you can't use this latent Christmassiness to gain rapport outside of the Christmas period, because other people just won't be like you if you do that in July. So try to gain rapport in other ways. Alright, that was lesson number 1, gain rapport. Shall we talk about flying reindeer now? Before we talk about flying reindeer themselves, Let's do a few calculations. Don't turn off. I know maths can be boring. I'll do all the hard work for you, okay? Jolly old Saint Nick eats cookies, right? Well, whether it's mince pies or sweets or milk or brandy, sherry, beer, cake or carrots, it doesn't really matter. But there is a tradition of leaving stuff out for the fat man in the suit. And this is vitally important because it takes a lot of energy to fly. In fact, to make a reindeer fly, well, you'd need all of them to fly. You'd need to keep all of them in the air at the same time by overcoming the weight of 8 fully grown adult reindeer. Incidentally, female reindeer, because only they have the antlers. Each deer would weigh about 50 stone, that's 700 pounds, and around 320 kilograms, depending on where you are in the earth and which metric you want to use. Then there's the harness and the tackle, and the enormous sleigh. And the sleigh itself would need to be huge, wouldn't it? 2 billion presents, give or take a few, for the children who celebrate Christmas. Now, there's a study called Is There a Santa Claus, which states that the weight of the sleigh would need to be equivalent of pulling a massive cruise ship through the sky at phenomenal speeds to get to every house within the 36-hour window of Christmas, given the rotation of the Earth. The air resistance would heat up the vessel, and especially the 2 lead reindeer, like a spacecraft re-entering the Earth's atmosphere. Dasher and Dancer would need to absorb 14.3 quintillion joules of energy, and they just burst into flames. No wonder Rudolph had a red nose. But is that actually true? What if the heat could be converted into kinetic energy to power the craft in a similar way to a hybrid car, recycling brake energy into electrical energy and then pumping it back into the engine when it's needed? If they did that, it'd lower the need for fuel. But regardless of whether they use that energy or they just dissipate it, the milk and cookies alone would be enough to get the sleigh moving. They just convert it to biofuel. Yet with all this maths and science, we're forgetting the most important part of the whole equation. Santa is magic. As I said at the beginning of the video, you know it, I know it, everyone around you knows it. It's Christmas, and Christmas is a time for magic. Don't ask how it works, just know that it does. And if you want to be magical yourself at Christmas, use the rapport that I was talking about at the beginning. Reach out to those around you and be friendly, because love and friendship really is the real magic of Christmas. Thanks ever so much for watching, and I hope you had fun in this video and even learned a few things. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe for more of the same. I upload the videos at least once a week and more if I can. Remember to press that bell button to be notified every time I do upload, and comment down below to let me know what you thought of this video. I'll be back next time with a Christmas skit show on Saturday, but until next time, as always, stay magical.